that's one of my favorite plugins because it's kind of an all-in-one. Just actually, it's not even so much to destroy. You can actually. Okay, so let me actually come over here. How many of you guys know this plugin? Well, just all right. So you've got. It's basically a lo-fi gate, compressor, distorter, noise generator, EQ, and filter all in one. And it also runs, if you've got HD, like the HDX or whatever, you can use the DSP as well, which is great because you can track through it. Like, let's say, easy stuff. Like, let's say you're with a vocalist and suddenly you want to do one of those bridges, Britney Spears style or Katy Perry or whatever, and it's like, oh, I need that telephone effect, right? I mean, literally, she could be in the booth and you could pull this up HDX. I've done it a ton of times. Just, there's presets already for voice. You go there, telephone effect, engine, whatever, and you can record while she's actually listening to the effect in real time, which is great. No latency, amazing. I don't think there's any other lo-fi plugin that's HDX. Well, not really, not to this caliber anyway. So that to me is why I love this so much, because I can put it on multiple things. Like, let's say you're doing really like stacking pop harmonies, triples of stuff, like triple of the lead, triple of the mid, triple low harmony, triple high harmony. But it's starting to get a little thick and you want it to be cool, so you can pan the first one and the double of the first one, and then maybe the breathy third one, which we usually do a breathy third one. That one you put like a high pass filter from here, and then distortion, and maybe a little lo-fi or whatever, and you tuck it under, and it just kind of adds this cool air, you know? And once again, it doesn't use any resources if you've got HDX. And even if you've got native, it's really light.
Yeah.
Right? And version 6 is even lighter, right?
A little bit. Yeah. Any optimizations we make for the DSP version, we carry over to all the native versions. So we make it better for the HDX guys. We're making it better for the native folks as well.
So really, it's kind of like the Swiss Army of anything you want, like quick effects, especially filter, bandpass, distortion. This little guy right here is really cool. Have you guys heard of that speakerphone by the guys that make Altiverb, Audio Ease? That thing is like $500 or something. I'm sorry guys, but I mean, this thing does everything and it's just one part of the whole thing. If you click on this, can we click on that so you can see? This thing here has a bunch of convolution models of all these household things: cell phones, containers, radios, vehicles, anything. So like, say you're doing post-production, and suddenly they want something that, like the whole tune that somebody's putting in the show, like American Horror Story, they want it to sound like it's in the 1950s. Boom, you put like AM radio. There you go. Instant 1960s vibe. Great for people that are like sending their tracks to get placed. A lot of times, really, it's an easy tweak like that over the master, and you're done. The distortion, it's such a deep plugin. That's why I want it to be over here, because that has, what, over 100 models?
Yeah, over 160 models.
160 models, okay. That has 160 models. This right here is a lo-fi bit crusher, sample rate reducer, and a filter. So all that kind of Trent Reznor stuff, all that cool stuff you hear in like Dragon Tattoo and all that, where it's kind of these weird mangle sounds right there. And these are in series, so you can choose which ones you want. So say you don't want that one, you don't want that one, but you kind of want like a DJ sweep. So you automate this, instant kind of like DJ sweep on your whole track, or the opposite, you got the high pass. Then if you don't want that, you got distortion, and then you got a ton of distortions here. How many do we have? Like 8, right? 10. So you got tons of distortions there. Then you have a post EQ and filter. If this is getting too nasty here, then you kind of fix it a little bit. Maybe like if something's combing or there's something weird, then you can the Q's pretty high, right? Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. You can dip and change. You got a noise generator, which is another kind of Trent Reznor thing, where it's like that guy uses a lot of modular synths. So say you got a drum set, and it's kind of clean. So maybe you get a drum machine to kind of mimic the pattern, or a modular synth, or something kind of nasty, but it's kind of too nasty, so it's going like wah, 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 or something like that. Between the noise level and the gate, you can actually get it to have a really audible noise, which helps it be present, but then the gate takes care of the length of it. So after all of this stuff, say you want to actually mess up your drums, you pass them through all these distorters, blah, 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 and then you gate it. And then that can be used on another beat. So say you have a live drummer, but you actually want your hip-hop loop to be more present. So you gate and destroy the live drums, put it underneath the hip-hop loop, gate it, and it's just this amazing... It's hard to talk about it, because I would also have to do it. It's really, really cool. It's like... It's stuff you hear on all these cool, like, Skrillex or, like, Trent, you know, all those kinds of guys where they've got, like Aphex Twin, guys like that, where they've got all these weird beats going on, but it doesn't get muddy. You know, it's kind of like something's distorting here, something's... So gates, that really is a great addition right there. So, and then on top of it all, you have the dry mix signal. So if it's really nasty, you just turn it to like 20% and decent. It's just there, kind of. So I love that thing. That's one of the big ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it too. Highly biased. Made for customers like you who know how to use it.
Actually, it's so easy though. It really, I mean, the presets are phenomenal.
True, yeah, it does come with lots of presets.
I hope it comes with mine.
It will in the version 6 release.
I did a lot of that stuff on the version 6 release. Like I kind of made things that are really messed up, so that you can kind of start there. And this is your best friend here, because probably when you put up my loop, you'll be like, wow, this guy kind of sucks, because it's so nasty. But then as you turn this down, then you're like, ah, okay, cool.
All right.
I get it.
You can say that.
No, I actually kind of, I named them for what they do, like instant Trent Reznorizer or whatever. What else should we talk about?
What are you currently working on?
Right now, we're actually next door doing the Disney World of Color remake.
There you go.
We're doing all the Marvel stuff. Going to Abbey Road February 6th to do 80-piece orchestra. I'm doing all the synths and beats and hardcore epic stuff, and using your stuff for real.